if you are a solo channel agency, your days are numbered, period, full stop. So you either need to expand horizontally, expand vertically, or both. Or if you're lucky enough, go make an exit. Because you're working on the section of the assembly line that we just saw automated. And it has been automated, by the way. It's just a matter of time before it's automated across every level of analysis. And you can see that in various areas. There are industries where it's like, man, you just hook up your URL and give Google your credit card and say go, and it goes. And, anything that's not working is because those specific nuances haven't been worked out by Google, but they will be. And so you have to do what you've done, Ralph, which is like expand into post-click or look at multi-channel or really niche down into attribution. And so we did at Solutions 8, by the way. Even though I sold the agency, it still needs to be profitable, and I still believe very strongly in our service offering. And so at Solutions 8, if you hire us today, one of the prerequisites to being our client is we will not optimize on in-app reporting. You can't come to me and say, I want this CPA, I want this ROAS, I want this cost per lead. It doesn't matter. Everything's based off of MER, which is media efficiency ratio. And we are, I think, the best in the world. And I really mean that, by the way. And I would actually challenge, I'd love to play this game. I'd love to find other people that think they're better at attribution than we are and have like a public attribution face-off. And we'll find a way to make that control group fair, because there's nobody that knows attribution the way specifically my business partner and his team of strategists know attribution. And so that's our value proposition now is, yeah, we can run your ads. That's the easy part. But how are you going to know where the impact came from, what the influence looked like, what lever to pull, what to not ratchet up, what to ratchet down? And so you have to expand beyond just the button pushing, because the machines are now doing the buttons. And however it is you decide to do that, maybe it is going back to the creative piece, or maybe it is funnels or post-conversion or follow-up, or, just offering a broader service. But standalone service provision is too far niched, and we just got took by the machines.
Still needs to have somebody overseeing it, though. I mean, in that case,
yeah,
7 months no touchy, you still need a caretaker, so to speak. Yep. But do you need an expensive caretaker?
Depends on the account. Depends on the complexity. And this, like I said, I should be speaking on timelines. Right now, you still need an ads agency, manager, freelancer, employee, whatever. In a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, dude, I don't know. You probably still need somebody looking things over, but that one person went from being able to manage 20 accounts to being able to manage 20,000 with a software tool that just monitors KPIs. It's got depressing, didn't it, Ralph?
No, I don't think so. I think it's I think it's a hard truth for people to accept, the media buyers in particular, is that the more work you do, oftentimes, the less effective you actually are.
Well, dude, here's the note for media buyers.
Well, I was about to say is that, like, there's a badge of honor with being busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a validation of you doing the work, so to speak. Whereas letting the machines actually do most of the work is counterintuitive to, I think we all thought for Google media buyers, it was going to be much more of a bigger transition because, with search and with pay-per-click in the past, there has been an element of like, let's be tweaking this constantly, putting in your negative keywords and thinking of new areas in which to expand your market with new custom intent keywords and all those sorts of things. But then Performance Max sort of.
I want to tackle both those examples right now because they're perfect examples, right? Yeah. So it's adding negative keywords, sculpting, and then adding new audiences. Right. Sculpting, we don't even believe in keyword sculpting beyond the massively obvious because I can't tell you how many times terms that would have been included on a negatives list ended up resulting in conversions.
Right.
A very specific example, we have a client who sells hammocks. One of the highest performing phrases for them is hammocks made in the USA. and by highest performing, I mean highest converting. So it's not by volume, but by quality. Their hammocks are made in Thailand. But when somebody says hammocks made in the USA, they're probably looking for just a higher quality hammock. Well, you get to these hammocks, they're handmade, they're $200-$300. Yellow Leaf hammocks, by the way, go buy Yellow Leaf hammock. They help take women out of poverty in Thailand by teaching them a skilled trade. It's a phenomenal company. But that would have been on their negative keyword list. So you don't want to negative keyword sculpt any longer. Again, beyond the obvious, there are some exceptions to these rules because the machine's going to go figure out where you were wrong. And then as far as the audience expansion, the machine does that for you. Look at Performance Max Insights. It's unbelievable. It's a miracle of marketing. It comes to you and says, hey, this audience is performing 35 times higher than any audience you've given us. We're going to add this, by the way, automatically. So like, you just need to watch it do that. Mm-hmm. And if you go try to get in its way, you're just going to get in its way. Will AI replace me? I don't like the way this conversation is manifesting, by the way. It's very polarized. On one hand, you're like, oh my goodness, the world's going to end. Chicken Little, sky's falling. Everybody's job is gone. And then on the other end is, no, you're going to be fine. There's no risk whatsoever. Bury your head in the sand. I'm in the middle. You know,